Good afternoon, I'm Dennis O'Sullivan, head teacher at Chauncy School, the most successful, inclusive secondary school between the M25 and Buntingford. In fact, a bit further up than Buntingford as well. I'd like to welcome the new Year 7s in September, about 254 of them, most of whom have been to our Moving Up project or have met Claire Matthews in junior schools or are coming to our self-financed, that means the school's paying for it, summer school next week. I look forward to welcoming you to this school where children of all abilities overperform in terms of exams at the end of year 11. All abilities, no matter what schools you're coming with us, year on year for 20 years, you do better here than you would in other schools. That's a national thing. We are a school of 1,420 in September. I'm hoping we can get to 421 because when I came here 25 years ago there were 421 students. We have put on buildings as our local population have demanded access to the school. We've got waiting lists in every year group, we have appeals, and I'm sorry to say we can't take people from everywhere. We do our very, very best. And it's a calm school, it's an orderly school. It's also a school where students are very much allowed to be themselves at break and lunchtime. So for instance, as parents, you'll know that at primary schools, you're not allowed in until a certain time. Here, kids start coming at 7:30, they leave by 6 p.m. So nice childcare for you there. Our Year 7s will start every day at 8:15 in literacy or numeracy clubs, and they'll be given toast halfway through those sessions. And that goes on for the entire 38 weeks of Year 7, and it has been very, very popular with parents and successful. We are fully staffed at Chauncy, but it's been a battle. You may well know that there's a 47% reduction in teachers applying for jobs in schools, and people over 50 are leaving. We are fully staffed, but I want to take this opportunity to say, if you or anyone you know thinks they might want to be a teacher, the people who are leaving us this year are all going to promotions in other schools after really good service here. So Alan Crawley, after 14, 15 years, is going off to be an assistant head at Barclay School. Megan Yule is going off to be head of art. We've had somebody go off to be head of science and so on. We train our own teachers, we promote them, and then they are getting jobs wherever they want to go, and that's fine. The new Teachers Pay Award, half of which has got to be funded by Chauncy School, will make teaching more attractive. It's a great place to train. I want to celebrate what's gone on this year. Ofsted mentioned the kazoos in one of the first or second sentences in the report, and I can't tell you about the report because we're still waiting for it, but they mentioned kazoos. Chauncy Rocks was a delight. All concerts and plays at Chauncy for the foreseeable future will be £1. It was a massive turnout. The PTA did a great job. They raised £800 on burgers and hot dogs, and they've asked me to point out that if this was their first event, if you'd like to join them, then it's friends@chauncy.org.uk, or always just contact the school. We've had that was a 4-hour event in 2 stages, and the talent of the children was magnificent. Not drama stuff, we've had music stuff, we've had an incredible year on sports. I can only read a few of the things we've won. There's a school not far from here where they always say on open evening we win all the local stuff. Well, you don't win the district basketball in Year 7 or the district rally in Year 7 or the district basketball in Year 8 or the district basketball in Year 11 and so on it goes. We're county champions in Year 8 basketball. We're county plate winners in Year 9 football, district winners in various places, netball runners up, badminton 3rd place in the county, swimming we picked up 12 medals the other day, girls football's taking off, minor boys athletics champions for the whole of the county. Absolutely fantastic stuff in our great sports hall with our great PE staff, and many of our children are participating in those extracurricular activities and others. And the Year 7's leaving us, well done, you've had a great year. Your uniform has been brilliant, more on that in a moment. We have had achievement assemblies for Year 7, 8 and 9, and over 400 parents attended those afternoon sessions, and each time 600 names were read out with achievements and effort and attendance and gold awards and so on. We are a school built on minimal school rules, excellent behaviour in lessons, first class teachers, and a desire to praise achievement wherever it is. It works. Try it at home. Tell your kids they're doing something well, they will do it better next time. Tell them they're useless, they probably won't do it at all well. Blokes have often got away with this when they're doing jobs around the house. They do it badly, so you don't ask them to do it again. Let's have the men standing up now and doing things properly. But praise, use praise as much as you can. We've had trips. The Battlefields trip is always wonderful. We've had trips to the Hengistbury Head, to Walton on the Naze. I took a library raffle winners trip to Southend for 30 kids. And of course, the Year 7s will be going to Bonjour la France. And we were hoping to have many more opportunities in the future, whilst realising that the cost of living crisis hits Chauncy students harder than it hits Harrow and Eton students. Strange how that happens. We are a happy, successful, inclusive school. And that means that we have children of all abilities, and as I've said, they overachieve. We will be taking a special care of the new Year 7s, and we will also be looking carefully at the Year 10s, the Year 11s, the Year 12 and 13. Our sixth form is growing rapidly. We have got 30% of the 150 kids come from elsewhere, because we offer a varied diet of academic and vocational subjects, and we treat them like young adults. We don't allow them in ripped jeans, but we don't ask them to wear office wear either. So we're at a fantastic place in our development. I have to say there are a few issues. In the Ofsted survey, 17% of those parents with a child with special needs said we weren't meeting all their needs. And if you know anything about me, I've been fighting all year because this local authority, Hertfordshire, has not been paying their way. They are bound by the Children's Act to secure the provision laid down in those plans. Other schools have even higher dissatisfaction rates, but I have to tell you, we will not be able to endlessly fund plans that the money doesn't come from. And you will be wise to attack verbally and reasonably the local authority if they're not funding your plan. I am supporting parents at Sendias, and we've just won a tribunal, and I'm going to win another tribunal. And the Secretary of State supports us, Ofsted supports us, the MP supports us. This local authority seems to be seeing special needs as a bit of an inconvenience. And it looks like they're cutting us by 50 grand next year because we have more than average numbers of special needs. My colleagues in other schools know they need to be improving their game with special needs, and they're asking how, and they are developing their practice because they get the same basic money as us. And they are actually very keen to be improving and welcoming more children with special needs. The head teacher of a local school said to me, Dennis, it's all about word of mouth, and we are doing really well. So look at the other schools carefully there. We think, and I think in particular, that I have to provide some sort of moral leadership in society for our children, and we've been developing all sorts of PSHE activities around mental health and work experience and careers and well-being and resilience, because our children have not all recovered since COVID, and we will continue to be trying to teach them how to cope, how to prosper, how to thrive, how to get on together, how to behave properly inside and outside school. The moral leadership's got to come from somewhere, so can I suggest, parents, it comes from you and from me, because it's not coming from central government, certainly not our Prime Ministers. Over 400 people responded to our consultation on uniform. That is more people, more parents than responded to Ofsted saying, what do you think about the school's leadership, the way they teach, whether your kids are happy in school, how the school deals with bullying and so on. It was always going to be contentious. But having done the consultations, the governors have looked at the Year 7 uniform. It is brilliant. There are 2 girls in school currently wearing the school uniform. It's written down for you, you signed for it, knee-length black plain skirt. 2 girls. So we are going to move to a uniform. And if you talk to the Year 7 girls, they are happy with it. There have been no issues all year. And if you look at the drive to have odder and odder skirt lengths, it's a form of bullying and peer pressure that we don't accept. So everybody in September will be wearing trousers. And I went down to Asda with Di Carey, who's sadly leaving us mainly, be back 2 days a week, and we looked at the prices, and there were skinny trousers and fitted trousers under £15. So welcome to the new school uniform. Parents and students have not complied with the old one, and so we'll have a new one. We've been consulted. That's what we're going to do. By all means, email me. Some of the emails I've had on the consultation have been very amusing. So that's the changes between now and September. We will have a summer school. We will have our results days. We will have all the transition to our new intake. And everybody else can come back knowing that we are an inclusive school, a happy school, a safe school, where every child that works with us can and will do their best. And year on year on year for the last 20 years, we have become the most successful school in East Hertfordshire. I can't tell you what happened in the Ofsted inspection, but I can tell you that of the 550 schools that were outstanding and then re-inspected, only 17% of them got the outstanding the second time. Wouldn't that be marvellous if this inclusive, successful, happy, safe school was one of those? When I get the report, I'll let you have it. I'm going to welcome the new kids, I'm going to welcome the new parents, I'm going to welcome the new staff. We're moving forward and we will not cease in our efforts and our successful work in helping your kids do the best they can. So have a lovely summer, parents looking after your kids. Kids, find ways to be kind to people out there in society and at home. Have a great summer. We'll see you in September. Bye now.